So for those of you wondering, the next mod, of course, from Segala Designs is going to be, yes, the Z07 style wing. So this one is really interesting because it does use the GM style brackets to attach to the frame of the car, not just to the trunk or the bumper. This is going to be a legit Z07 style wing, again, in absolutely perfectly laid out carbon fiber. I love it. So they are going to install this as well, and then the kit will be 100% complete. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. You saw the previous video where we had the Segala Designs front splitter, dive planes, and of course those surprise boomerangs installed. Well, today we're finishing up the Z07 kit, and you know what that means. Z07 spoiler time, baby. And it's installed exactly like the GM OEM stuff. God, this thing is gonna look freaking fantastic. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we are here again with Alex and
Peter.
So they're both going at it again. We are going to get the rear spoiler done now. So Z07 Wing, which is right there, in perfect carbon fiber again. So yeah, let's do it. By let's do it, I mean you guys do it.
All right.
So first, you got to take off a 1 million T15 screws.
Yep.
This entire car is held together with pretty much T15 and 7 and 10 millimeter. So what's really interesting about the Z07 wing from Segala, there's two things that make it interesting, more so than stock, kind of, is that the way that their wing attaches is with the stock brackets. So it doesn't just bolt to the bumper, it doesn't bolt to the hatch, it actually bolts to pretty much the frame of the car. Now the second part that's interesting is that whenever they go to take off this particular like dove style wing here, there is what, like 14 holes? Something like that?
There's 10.
10 holes. And they have a really interesting idea on how to cover that. And I'm going to show you what it is, because this is one of the areas of concern. You got 10 holes here on a brand new car. You don't really want to do body work. You don't want to, putty it and paint it. But they have an interesting way of covering it in a way that you won't know it's there. So, yeah. We're going to show you all about it here in a second. So we got a couple T15s in there. I think this bumper removes very similar to the Stingray, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Pretty much the same. I've had that off a Stingray at least 3 times myself, so.
Yeah, very similar.
So nothing magical here, guys. Bunch of bolts. We're going to pull the bumper off, and then I'll show you at the back once they're putting the brackets on for the Z07 style wing. That's where the magic really happens.
And it's pretty interesting how we get everything aligned. We have our own little tricks that we use to get it perfect every time.
Awesome. It's funny how weird this car looks without a front bumper and now without a rear bumper. Like if it didn't have both on at the same time, it'd be like,
Yeah.
Oh, looky, it was built on 621.
yeah. So Alex is removing the taillights.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do that to install the Z07 wing, so I can only imagine what it is that's coming here.
It's pretty neat, the tricks that we have found with doing so many. And you're going to see exactly why we need to remove them. Not only to get access to the bolts holding the wing, but they're going to stay off for the duration of actually installing the brackets as well that actually hold the Z07 wing.
Interesting. So we're about to see this install here, guys. It's going to get real cool whenever they start putting those brackets on. Oh, look at that. Easy release double-sided tape. That's almost disappointing.
And it all sticks to the actual wing.
That's funny. It was definitely harder than that on a C8 Stingray.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it is no longer a Z06.
No.
It is very, very soon to be a Z07. So these holes are where the problem's at. But there's actually a pretty clever solution for it. Okay, got to wipe down the area first here.
Okay, so I guess I should just try not to.
Boy, that would be some body work to fix that.
Okay.
In typical PA fashion, guys, she's already getting wet. The Z07 kit has been installed for an entire 20 minutes and it's getting rained on. Lovely. And just like that, guys, the holes are gone.
Yep, body work is done. No.
Yeah. So what this is a super thin piece of like what is this made out of?
It's a thin piece of fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass painted to the color of the car, in this case black.
Yeah.
That also serves as a template to know where the cutouts need to be made for the actual brackets that hold the Z07 Wing, and it does the work of covering the holes for you.
Yep, so it runs right to the edge of the bumper here,
Yep.
and it follows the contour of the bumper, so you can't even really tell it's there.
Exactly.
Now, if you're within probably 2 feet, you could see the edge of it, but if you're even 3-4 feet away, you can't even tell that's there.
Exactly. Oh, once we actually get it on the car, once everything's installed and we actually take it outside, that's where you're really going to see how hidden it is.
Yeah.
Especially once the wing is installed.
Yep, and I mean, that already, just setting it on there, holes are gone.
Yeah.
And it's not super visible. So, like I said, this is one option. You have this option, or you take the bumper and get the holes filled at a body shop, which I don't really want to do on a brand new car. So this makes more sense to me. Nice.
Okay, so now that we're ready to go ahead and install the bumper, this is where you were asking kind of why we needed to remove the taillights, correct?
Yep.
So let's go ahead, put it on, and then we'll show them how we actually mock up the bracket. So once it's on, slides right into place, like that. And then with the space that we have at the taillight, we actually push on the bracket and mark where the holes land to get it perfect every time. So it's 3 to the main bracket, and then it's 2 to the arms that actually extend out.
These are the tips and tricks you learn doing it a million times, right?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't show this, guys, but they did already take out the carpet and everything on the trunk, so no risk of drilling through the carpet or anything. And this is exactly how the wing from GM would mount as well, right?
Yes.
Correct, yeah.
So the brackets you guys have are basically...
Yeah, the direct molds from the
Okay.
organ pieces. Yeah.
So now the taillights go back in, and the arms on those brackets get just wherever they fall, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
So you can see the bracket there, guys. It's pretty beefy. And that bracket looks like it's actually made out of carbon fiber, too.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, just so you know, it's lightweight, guys. All right, so brackets are in place. You can see both of them have 2 arms extending off of them, as well as 3 bolts into the tub of the car, basically. And they're basically ready to go ahead and put the bumper back on, because this little block right here will actually bolt straight to the actual brackets there. So pretty interesting design, for sure. Complicated. So now is there just a bolt that goes down, 2 bolts that go down through there?
Yep,
And it's threaded on the other side?
exactly.
Interesting. Okay. So these fairly long bolts kind of go down through the block here.
And there's 2 different sizes as well.
Oh.
So if you do ever take them off,
Yeah.
just remember that. So
The longer one,
The
yeah.
taller side will be the longer one, which you can kind of tell. This one's
Yeah.
longer. So that one goes in the back, this one goes in the front.
Okay. And here's the carpet liner being pulled back, like I said. The bolts that they put through there, so, you know, there was no risk of drilling into the carpet or anything.
And then there is 2 computers on the inside as well. It won't hit it, but we just remove them just so there's no chance of them hitting
Yep.
when we drill. All right.
So now comes the moment of truth. The final piece to the puzzle.
Wing time. There it is.
Oh, it's like a Z06.
Nah, a Z07.
Yeah.
Z07, right.
You guys ever see the movie Short Circuit?
No.
Too young. That's it. It is a Z07 as far as I'm concerned. Minus a 10% stiffer suspension. That's the only real difference. So he is starting on the door panel removal. So like I said, the special secret item was going to be the actual boomerangs or side intakes are going to be carbon fiber as well. But the kit from Segala is not just an overlay. It is a total replacement of all of these pieces. And this one having the actual electric pad to open the door means the door panel has to come off. So yeah, this is not necessarily for the light of heart. So if you don't love the idea of removing your door panel, maybe you could have these guys come out and do it for you. How about that? Didn't look too hard though. This guy had it done in what, two seconds? You've done this a couple times?
Yeah.
Here we got the carbon fiber boomerang going on. So that's an entire replacement. It's got the GM OEM pad on the bottom to open the door. It is actually a GM part. So whenever they give you these, they take yours back as a core, right?
So that's your
Yeah.
original, and then that's the carbon fiber one.
Yeah, check that out. That's freaking awesome. I love it.
And then this will be taken apart, and this will be made the same.
Yep.
Carbon fiber.
Yep. So for the next guy, we'll get some of my parts off my car. So it'll be like a hybrid. One of the final parts, almost done with the boomerang. And these ones actually bolt in. So like I said, these are not just covers. These are full replacements for the stock carbon flash part. And of course, that will match the side skirts down here, the wing, all the other Segala carbon fiber parts. Look at that, guys. Finally Z07. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like I said, all Z07'd out, guys. We got the dive planes, the carbon fiber front splitter, the carbon fiber side skirts, the air intake here, the boomerang in carbon fiber, the Z07 spoiler in carbon fiber. This thing is looking exactly like it should. And yeah, all thanks to the guys at Segala. Thank you so much. We're going to see you guys a lot at Carlisle, of course, but man, this thing is this is phenomenal. This is the way it should come. Contact them if you want them to do this. I love the kit. I would definitely not install this kit myself. So good thing for these two, that's for sure. But huge thank you to Segala again, guys. They knocked it out of the park. This thing is looking phenomenal. All right, guys, so there it is. Full Z07 package on a Z06, done at a fraction of the price that GM would charge. It's looking absolutely phenomenal, guys. Look at this. Oh, I'm so freaking happy. I finally have a Z06, finally looking the way I want it to look. And the best part is it's not done yet. There's still more to come. There's still more. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed what you saw, smash the thumbs up button. I'm really happy with the kit here. So if you guys have been hesitant or have any questions about the Segala kit, let me know, because this is a really good example of the fact that they will make you happy on your car, and it looks awesome. Like I said, I'm not one to put something on my car that I don't fully love, and this looks phenomenal. It will absolutely blow your mind. So guys, again, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will catch you in the next upload.